The Big Bang Theory Season 4 episode review video. Before I get into that, the opening part, if you're not caught up to the point where I am rewatching or watching The Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers of funny moments that may or may not happen in this episode. This will be The Big Bang Theory Season 4, Episode 8. The title of this episode is called The 21-Second Excitation. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So, the guys are sitting at the apartment with Penny, and they're watching Indiana Jones, The Raiders of the Lost Ark. And we find out there's an additional theatrical release of that, showing 21 extra seconds of the same movie that the guys have to go see. So, that evening, they're out to dinner, and it's 5 p.m., and the movie starts at midnight. Let's go, Sheldon says as he wants to get online now, and Amy decides to agree with all of his friends to get better pull with Leonard and Howard and Raj. So she agrees with Leonard, saying, we can just chill here, who cares, Sheldon? Bernadette and Penny are going to have a girls' night. They get to the theater, and the line is pretty long. Sheldon says, I informed them thusly, instead of I told you so. I informed them thusly, is what he says. During girl talk, as Amy invited herself, she talks about how tilted her uterus is, okay? Back at the line, Raj informs everybody that based on how many people are in line, the size of the theater, and the size of the theater, they might not get in, which wakes Sheldon up from a nap. And then we see Will Wheaton, and he arrives with the entourage, and he's let in by the employee of the theater because it's Will Wheaton of Star Trek fame. Penny, during girls' talk or girls' night or girls' slumber party, whatever you want to call it, prank calls Sheldon, asks him to say a bunch of things and repeat it real fast, as, something like Bart Simpson would do. And then Amy asks strange questions to Bernadette during Truth or Dare. Then we find out the theater is full right as the guys are next in line. Sheldon sees a side door open and he runs to enter through it, and the guys follow. The girls ask Penny why she spends an awful lot of time with Leonard, even though they broke up. And she says Leonard's a great guy and things were getting pretty serious and she wasn't ready. And Amy poses the question of, in the future, if she is ready and Leonard is with somebody or interested in somebody else, what she'll do then. And Penny says she doesn't want to play anymore and storms off to her room. Okay. Sheldon steals both reels of Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and runs off with them, chasing a mob of sorts is chasing him, led by the great Will Wheaton. And then Amy mentions Penny's been in her room for an awful long time. She must be pretty upset. Next, Amy mentions something about lesbian experimentation and goes after Penny in her room, which is how the episode ends. So as far as the score of this episode, I really thought it could be a lot more funnier, and they touched on things, but it could have been a lot more funnier. I'm going to give the score of the episode, or the episode of score, of 8.4 out of 10. The character of the episode obviously is going to be Sheldon because he was pretty hilarious, and Penny, she's back. She's still not featured as much because of her leg injury. I'll give her, as far as her score of the episode, a 7 out of 10, just because she just got back and she's got to kind of get into things again. So you've heard what I have to say. Now, of course, it's your turn. If you're a fan of Big Bang Theory or Young Sheldon or any other show that's on JDEV TV, make sure you smash that like button. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Share the video with whomever you want, or put this video on any of your social media platforms if you want to do so. Join me in the comment section about what you think of the episode. Tell me what you scored it. Who would be your character of the episode? And if you had to score Penny in this episode, what would you rate Penny? And of course, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDEV will return.